There's an event coming to Hampton Roads that's addressing mental health crisis in our athletes today. Rouse's House is hosting its first ever mental health and wellness sports symposium. And joining me now, we have Senator and retired NFL safety Aaron Rouse and retired NFL linebacker Eli Harold. Men, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. First things first, let's talk about why you're choosing to focus on mental health, especially in our athletes here.
Sure, it's so important. You know, Hampton Roads is known for stellar athletes like Eli Harold and myself, and it's so important that, you know, the youth today see huge former NFL players, you know, destigmatized talking about mental health and making sure that it's okay to talk about mental health. In fact, the stronger your mental health is, the stronger your physical body is. So this is why we want to do it. It's a way of giving back to our community.
Absolutely.
And you guys, we got to mention, if you haven't known their names before, we have to mention UVA and Virginia Tech.
That's right.
Coming together now to talk about this. Why did you choose to be a part of this, Eli?
When Aaron reached out, it was a no-brainer. You know, somebody that I looked up to as a kid. You know, it's kind of an age gap there. So just being a part of that, you know, it's something I really hang my hat on, mental health. It's something that I do that daily walk, and I'm a coach as well. So just practicing what I speak on every day and just making sure that it's something that's talked about.
And both of you, as former athletes, you've seen it firsthand, what it looks like to not focus on your mental health. And I feel like when you get to your adulthood, that's when people start focusing on it. But we really want to talk to student athletes in this too. Absolutely.
I mean, it's just as important that, you know, with all the pressures that's going on via social media, via classroom work, via parents, you know, having that pressure on their kids to succeed and perhaps try to earn that scholarship, be able to get to college as well. There's so much that our young kids are faced with today, and, you know, mental health is just not an aspect from a sports aspect, but just from a lifestyle and making sure that you have a way to talk about it, a way to be healthy, and a way to live. And so this is our way, again, of giving back, showing that, you know, big, huge 6'4" guys, you know, and some of the most physical guys on the planet, that it's okay to talk about mental health and saying that and expressing ways to get help. And it's okay. And so anytime I get a chance to work with a Wahoo also, and a young man from our community who's gone off and done great things, I think it shows our community that we can come back and be able to destigmatize talking about mental health.
And so let's walk through what's happening today. So you're starting today at 5:30. What can people expect from this event?
So 5:30 at the Zydus Theater and Town Center in the city of Virginia Beach, there will be a panel discussion. We will have a psychiatrist from CHKD there also to answer some of those tough questions some parents may parents may have. But also too, we have booths there from other mental health advocates throughout Hampton Roads will be there as well. So a lot of information, a lot of resources there for folks to come out and have a great conversation.
And you'll be there talking as well, Eli. What are you're going to take part in this? What's your part in this?
Just sharing my story, you know, turning tragedy into triumph. Just being able to navigate life, you know, letting people know that it's a journey. And the things you're going through is just a moment in time, you know. Sometimes we get caught up in letting those things define who we are. And that's not the case, you know, but knowing that you can talk to people, you know, being able to be vulnerable, that's true power.
You just got a little taste of what this is about to be like. This is an exciting time for our community. And we didn't mention this yet, but it is free.
That's right, free. That's
so for people that want to register, where do they need to go to register?
They go to Rouse's House on Facebook page, Rouse's House on Instagram as well. There is a link. It is free and open to the public, and we hope to see everybody there tonight, again, at the Zydus Theater in Virginia Beach Town Center at 5:30.
And you can also catch our very own Eugene Daniel. He'll be there as well. Senator Aaron Rouse, Eli Harold, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. We'll be right back with more news and weather.